Hello everybody, welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews. Thanks for joining for today's review, which is this one. This is from Loch Lomond Brewery. It's called Prospect Street. It's 5.5% ABV and it's a West Coast IPA. West Coast IPA, you don't tend to see that many West Coast IPAs about, not in supermarkets anyway. So when they do come around, it is nice. I do like to try that. I do like a good West Coast IPA. I think a lot of people know more about the East Coast IPAs, New England IPAs, juice bombs. They get called lots of things, don't they? But they're juicy, hoppy, juicy, thick with the oats. IPAs. A West Coast IPA, on the other hand, shows a little bit more of a malt flavour coming through. In West Coast IPA, the hops are put into the lots more hops are put into the boil, into the kettle when they boil it. So you tend to get a lot more bitterness, a bit of pineness can come through. But I'm just really expecting it to be malty, a little bit of fruit coming through, usually citrus. Might be a little tropical note coming through, but yeah, piney with some bitterness. Got this from Lidl, paid £1.79. If it is a good beer and it's not in your Lidl, then hang on, because it will be round again. It's one of those beers that tends to come round time and time again when Lidl have their craft beer things or just want to get rid of some stock. A little bit left in there. There's a little bit of sediment in there, which has got in there, which is absolutely fine. A little bit of a haze in your West Coast IPA, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. That haze is starting to filter down a little bit. So it has poured slightly hazy. I'm going to call it a golden colour. Good white head and really nice levels of carbonation. It looks good. Let's get a snifter, shall we? Say there's supposed to be a lot of hops in it. I'm not getting an aroma on the pour. There's an aroma there. You're getting that, there's a bit of sweet malt, but actually penetrating through all that, it is quite citrusy. It is quite citrusy. It smells a little bit like an English IPA. So if you've had an English IPA, it's a very similar sort of aroma to that. Looks good, smells okay. Let's taste it, shall we? Cheers, everybody. It's okay. It's okay. It's got elements of what I was expecting. There's a little sweet malt coming through. It's tasting a little bit biscuity. Little bit of lemon, a little bit of orange, hint of pininess in there. It's got a bitterness. It's the bitterness is okay. It's more than a bitterness, and it is a growing bitterness. To be fair, it is growing all the time. It's still not as bitter as I'd like it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, it's the elements. The elements are there. It's easy drinking. It's quite refreshing actually as well. Just not really punchy enough for me. Because like I say, but because the hops are put in, they can try and balance it out, but as a general rule of thumb, the hops are put in the boil. Hops are like a tea bag. If you put it in really early, before you put the water on, before you put the hot water in, give it a good mash, take it out, you'll get a lot of tannin from it, real tannin bitterness from the tea. You expect the bitterness to come from, excuse me, from a West Coast IPA. I expect that West Coast IPA to be bitter, but you also expect, because it's got a lot of that tea flavour in our tea example, but really hops, I'd expect more of an aroma as well. The aroma's there, the aroma's decent, but it's just for me, it's just a bit muted. It's not bad for the style. It's not bad for the style. It's getting there. It has got a nice level of bitterness. It's got a nice level of hop aroma, and it's got the flavours in there. So it's got that malt, it's got that citrus coming through, a little bit of pineness on the back end. Yeah, so it's nice for the price. It's good. Score wise, I'm going to score Prospect Street from Loch Lomond 6.5 out of 10. I'll give it an extra half because that bitterness is it's a lasting long bitterness, which is quite nice. 6.5 out of 10 from Andy's Beer Reviews. Comment, because I know a lot of you will have had this one anyway. Let me know what you thought about it. Like, subscribe, but most of all, whatever you're drinking tonight, please enjoy it. Cheers, everybody.